Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. Cross and Crown channel is about presenting powerful proof for the Christian faith. If you want to support Mike as he makes videos and writes books, just go to Mike's Patreon page at patreon.com/mrob and kick in $1 or so. If you join us over there, that would be awesome. Supporting this work will help bring countless people to Christ. If you like this video, there's a donation button on our main YouTube page. Thanks for hanging out.
Good afternoon. This is Cross and Crown Radio. I'm Mike Robinson, your host. We're going to be talking about the intelligence of plants and whether it's necessarily moral or ethical to be a vegan. The information I'm about to give you, I talked to folks that I worked with at a health food store who were vegans. When I debated them, it really shocked them. In the New Scientist magazine, there's an article called Root Intelligence, Plants Can Think, Feel, and Learn. It's very interesting. What it says is that plants have memory and can receive massive amounts of information and pay attention. Some botanists argue that they are intelligent beings. Now, if that's the case, why is it ethically better to eat only plants and not animals? That's going to be part of what we're talking about. Plants have a type of neurobiology. They don't have neurons, but they have a type of neurobiology that's even possibly a mind, as some researchers say. They say there's a particular vine known as a dodder. In a time lapse, the dodder seems to sniff the air looking for a host. When it finds one, it lunges and wraps itself around it, even shows a preference choosing tomato over buckwheat. The researcher says it's remarkable, snake-like in the way that it behaves, says Dr. Trevalis. He says you stop doubting that plants aren't intelligent organisms because they're behaving in ways that you expect animals to behave. Researchers also have hooked up lie detector type devices on plants. And what they would have is they would have one person come at the plant with a knife with the intention of hitting the plant with a knife. At the last minute, the researchers told him not to hit the plant, but he did not know that when he was going after the plant, and the plant reacted. When they told the researcher, now we want you to also do it, but we want you to know that you're not going to hit the plant, the researcher went after the plant knowing he's not going to hit the plant, and the plant did not react. So the plant only reacted when there was actual real harm coming after it. So animals should not be killed for food, but plants can. I don't know where you can get that ethically with some of this information. Then the researchers found that when they turn the hot water on in the sink, the plant starts to react. Remember, the plants are hooked up to these lie detector type devices, and it starts to react. They didn't know why, because when the cold water was on, it didn't react. Then they remembered that there's bacteria in the sink, and the plant's so sensitive, when the hot water's on, it kills the bacteria in the sink. The plant were to react to the death of the bacteria in the sink. That's how sensitive plants are. Plants are extremely aware of their environment and are able to process information in informed ways. In fact, a plant's awareness of its environment is often keener than an animal's because the plant can't run like an animal can. It doesn't have legs. Research shows that plants see light, have a sense of smell, taste, touch, and hearing. So animals should not be killed, but plants should for food? I don't know. Now, I'm not for the mistreatment of animals and how they're processed. A lot of that is really horrible. We know that. People are beginning, though, to discuss seriously whether it's better ethically to be a vegan or not because of this new information. Dr. Schultz, a professor in the Division of Plant Scientists at the University of Missouri, he spent 4 decades studying this. He said plants fight for territory, they seek out food, they evade predators and trap prey. They are alive as any animal. Like animals, they exhibit behavior. He says to see this, you just need to have a speed-up movie of a growing plant and they will behave like an animal. These plants are moving with purpose, which means they must be aware of what's going on around them. Of course, the secret life of plants is what kicked this off. It was debunked, and then other researchers affirmed it, including a recent Mythbusters TV show affirmed the research. But other newer experiments by Apple and Cockcroft found that recording just munching noises of caterpillars near the plants would start reacting crazily just by the noise of these particular enemies, and they would emit certain chemicals within the plant to protect themselves from the invader. Plants are more animal-like than we assume. Dr. Gagliano adopted methods of behavioral experiments to test animal intelligence he used for plant intelligence. The results of her research suggest that plants might possess intelligence, memory, and learning. So you can't kill animals for food, but you can kill plants? I don't know. Gagliano says plants are amazing electrical beings and all life is electrical as well. Plant physiology and plant behavior, That plants are aware and are sentient are big claims that she tries to uphold in her research. In one experiment designed to test plant memory, Baxter found that a plant that had witnessed a murder of another plant, I don't call it murder, but he does, one guy stomping a plant to death, that guy could be picked out of a lineup of 6 people. The plant did not recognize the other 5 people, but the guy who stomped the plant recognized by putting this type of lie detector device on the plant, and the plant reacting only to him. Baxter plants also displayed a strong aversion to interspecies violence. Some had a stressful response when an egg was cracked in their presence, others when a live shrimp was dropped into water that was boiling.
Hey guys, you can really help us if you donate to our worldwide media outreach. Just go to our Patreon page at Mike Robinson Apologetics on Patreon, or click the donate button on our main page on YouTube and give as the Lord leads. Thank you so much.